All right. Hello once again, SpeedGaming. We are live now for the third game in this best of three between satorha and Arkandy. Once again, my name is Fortify. I am being joined in my commentary by Ed Nolium. Ed, how are you?
I'm doing well. Very excited to see this match get going.
But yeah, this one should be really, really good. We're going to go ahead and get the race started right now. And hopefully the runners are ready to go. Hopefully they've done any kind of mental fortitude, mental breathing, anything like that.
Reset
All that
that
good
mental
stuff.
stack real quick.
Yeah, literally. May the boosts be short. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh no, I forgot my slippers. I'll be right back.
No problem. All right. So right off the bat, it does look like we are a bit out of sync again, so we'll get that taken care of. But for those of you joining us for this game 3 that weren't a part of games 1 and 2, this is a best of 3 set. Game 1 did go to satorha. Game 2, in the most dramatic of fashions, went to Arkandy. So this one is game 3 for
The decider.
For the decider. Yeah, it's a best of 1 at this point. If satorha does end up winning this match, the Mawkin bracket will be decided. If Arkandy wins it, it will be a bracket reset, and they will have to schedule one last best of 3. Since at this point, Sat has not lost in this tournament.
Still in the oldie winners bracket. Looks like we're pretty synced up. One, two, three, four.
Oh my gosh, I thought, for a split second, I thought that Ark was going to hide the Elaine skip.
That was frame perfect cloak pseudo blob from both of them.
Yeah, very well done. Alright, they will be heading into Corpius. Let's see if Corpius plays nice. Corpius can give you what's called a headlock. And it looks like Sat's getting it.
Headlock.
So this is going to be setting up Sat pretty well for the early game. With a headlock, if you kill Corpius or move him into phase 2 as he's spitting, his head will literally be locked onto the bottom, so you don't have to deal with any head RNG, and you're able to just shoot non-stop at the head, and you basically can 2-cycle Corpius, and you don't need to go to phase 3.
And you can
like
still get out
Arkandy
with
just
a
had to
couple
do.
of missiles.
Exactly.
One for that, and one for that. Yeah, that's a while ago, Black Magics. And now we're in tournament mode. Tournament coming to a close. This is the end of the grand finals. We have grand finals for Toha bracket coming soon as well.
That we do.
You wouldn't know anything about that, right?
No.
Little ceiling bonk there from Sat. Nailing the coyote nicely, though.
So just off of the headlock for Corpius, Sat does have about maybe like a 10 or so second lead. Once again, both runners will be skipping the item tutorial. That is about a 6-second loss, as we saw when Sat unfortunately triggered it in the middle of his run in the last race. Which is another clear indicator that the runners will be going for the short boost route.
Yep. First try water slope skip from Sat. I'm assuming Ark will probably do something similar. Ooh, not quite first try. Second try.
That's a second try, so that's not terrible, but...
You lose a couple of seconds on the reset.
Yeah.
Not quite one jump for the one
yeah, that looked like a one jump, though.
Got the weave again. Got that in game 2 as well. Let's see how Ark does on water plat skip. Very nice. First try.
I'm still trying to figure out how I got that one jump on on the water platform, because I haven't done it since. I hadn't ever done it, haven't done it since.
Yeah. So sub 4 charge beam.
Yeah, sub 4 charge is very, very good. Sat's moving.
Definitely moving and grooving through Artaria. It's going to be about a 4:12 from Arkandy. So
again, less than 15 seconds. About 12, 13, I think.
Yeah, it's about 15 seconds roughly.
Oh yeah, because of the items, song and stuff.
Yep.
Fanfare is what it's called.
That's the one. Item song. I like item song too. I think that's descriptive. It's not wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's technically not wrong.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
So once again, Arc will be going up the left side of this.
Is it mantle percent going on for Arc?
Is it faster to go to the left? Is it like very slightly like one of those things that's like not really, is just preference at that point?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And if there is a difference, it's got to be like a half a second difference.
It's like minute at that point.
It's very, very small, and as long as you're executing well, it's pretty relative.
Sion says in the chat that it is a little bit slower.
It is a little bit slower? Okay.
So it's probably just comfort, because I know Arkandy also goes for the top route on the way to the yellow MECU room, which is a little bit slower than going underneath.
Slower. Middle route is fastest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But executing
at that point,
it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, it's comfort at that point, though.
Stat's least favorite room? Nailed it. It's pretty similar pacing to what we saw at the beginning of last run. As for those that may not know, and if you're here, you probably already know, Sat has one of the cleanest early games in the world.
Oh my god, yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, it's not even a question, and it's impressive to me every time. But it's those movement optimizations, the slides off of ledges, the precise melees, the pivot respins, you know.
Nails the Magus first try with setupless.
Yep.
Arc's gonna be heading to Magus now as well.
Right, we'll see how that goes for him.
God, I can't even imagine
almost
how these runners are feeling right now, because back-to-back runs is tough.
It's very tough.
3 consecutive is
no reset.
No reset, exactly. 3 consecutive back-to-back-to-back is rough.
The fatigue is real. The mental
it's not like this is SM where like top PRKD runners will get through it in 40 minutes, 41 minutes, whatever.
No, this is a much longer.
This is over an hour route. So this is
It's an hour 10 if you're godly at the game.
Yeah, more like an hour 15, hour 20 for most of us. So if you are the mental fortitude on both of these runners in this game 3 is gonna start coming into play a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think especially, and you know what's tough? I was gonna say probably about a half an hour into the run that's really gonna start to show its ugly self, and that's about when short boost happens. So we don't know what to expect here. We know to expect both players to be playing absolutely as best as they possibly can, given the fact that they're on the third of 3 runs in a row, playing at their peak. Some of the best players in the world here.
Oh, absolutely.
It's, I feel like commentating this is absolutely a privilege.
Sat with a little bit of some magnet issues.
Some magnet trolling.
Oh, some big magnet trolling. Wow. I do agree with that though, Ed. This is it is an honor to be commentating this series. This is one for the ages. If Game 2 was anything to, if it was any indicator of how the series was going, it's been very, very high paced, very close all the way through.
Very intense. All right, Sat coming up on the Artaria elevator deboost, or Cataris elevator deboost. Got a pretty normalized setup, works every time. First try, every try.
I should probably learn that.
First try, only try. You should. It's hard, but you can do it. You're good at this game.
Sometimes. Ooh, Ark? Oh no, Ark!
Come on, Ark, you can do it. You got the reset. Yes, he
Ooh,
does.
what a
He's
great
got the
backup.
reset. Hell of a
Whew.
backup, Ark. Well done. Well done. You know he's kicking himself for that, though.
That was rough. He does get the backup though.
Yep. Nailed it.
Getting out of Artaria sub 910 is still nothing to be ashamed of, but yeah, definitely a rough
Even hitting a
D-boost.
backup strategy there. A backup strategy is really just flailing a little bit, at least in my personal experience. If anybody else is better at backup strats there, please tell me, because I would love to learn your ways. But it always feels like flailing no matter what, because the plies are just so temperamental with how they move around.
Oh my god, they really are, dude. I hate relying on them.
Yeah, it's tough. If you miss your normalized setup, it's a lot.
It becomes a nightmare to try to get a backup.
Yep.
Coming up to the fourth and final Atom Room of the game.
Sat leaves as Ark enters.
I believe that Sat got a first try Atom Skip, or was it a second on the last run?
I believe it was first and Ark had second try.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Metatron says that the strategy that Ark used for the backup for the D boost is the one you should use.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Nice super boost.
Nice super
from
boost
Sat.
from Sat, yeah. Ark going to head into super boost right now as Sat is coming up to the first hell run. Yeah, good old hell run. I remember when I was learning this, being annoyed that there wasn't a closer checkpoint.
Yeah, it is a little frustrating to practice. Arkandy nailing super boost. Sat exiting the hell run free and clear.
You know,
Let's see what kind of green Emmy spawn they get. Easy.
Very good spawn for Sat. I'll hold my comments until we see this spawn for Ark.
Yeah, I always get nervous about this green Emmy spawn. It can be a troll.
Patented, why is the Emmy there?
Yep, exactly. This guy gets it. Nice.
Ooh, same spawn for both runners. Great.
Again, twice in a row.
I know, that was literally twice in a row. I wonder if their great RNGs will be the same back to back. Sat coming up to Hell Run. Or Hell Run. Hell Pseudo.
Pseudo.
Lines it up.
3. Oh, missed it.
Not able to get it, unfortunately. So if Ark gets it, that'll be some time being made up.
8 seconds to claw back.
What I was going to say, though, Sat being really good with his early game, it reminds me of another second try Hell Pseudo for Arkandy. So once again, it's going to be evening up.
Essentially the same run as last time.
Yeah, it's looking very, very deja vu. A lot of people consider Zost having the most consistent mid and late games of Super Metroid, and I think if you are talking about consistency in Metroid speed games, Satora's early game is very up there. It's very hard to outpace Sat in his early game. Everything that he does is deliberate.
It's so practiced and very purposeful.
Oh, absolutely. So,
Ark getting a walk of shame through that cloak door there.
Coming up to Atom Skip, Sat's first try, gets it. Yeah, first try Atom Skip for Sat. That's going to help out a lot. Meanwhile, Ark coming up to his attempt.
First try? No, it was
a little low.
Yeah. Oop.
Oh, Ark. Oh, no.
Missing that melee frame.
Yeah.
There it is. What?
No, it was too low, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Arkandy, no. That's too low. There it is.
There it is. Good,
that's
good.
A 10th try Atom Skip. So that's very, very tough. I mean, Atom Skip is hard. A lot of the runners in the tournament, myself included sometimes, I will say sometimes on that, make Atom Skip look very easy, and like it's not an easy trick by any means. So
we've all been burned by Atom Skip. Truly.
Oh,
this button too, giving everybody a problem.
Literally, what is up with this button lately?
I don't know what's going on. Stupid Tricks is Sonic Orochi.
Stupid Tricks is the one who found it.
Who came up with that stupid trick? Who did that? I wonder.
Shoutouts to Sonic.
Huge shoutouts to Sonic Orochi. Discovering one of the ultimate tricks in Metroid Dread. Genuinely changed this speed game. Changed the face of this game. In my opinion, highly improved it because.
Oh, absolutely.
Adam sure does always like to talk a lot.
I'll still always remember and be most proud, even if I like hit my goal times, like really low goal times. I think I'll still be most proud of my 124 without early cloak, without Adam skip.
Ooh, nice.
It was a low 124 too.
All right, let's see what time Sat's A press is here. A press on 1446.
So Sat is. I don't think he's happy with that Cataris. Missing it was very similar to his Cataris from game 2, but missing Hell Pseudo and then is obviously not ideal. But the first try Adam skip makes up for it a bit.
A little bit, but he's looking for perfect.
But yeah, exactly.
Oh, Arkandy getting that weird coyote jump again.
Yeah, that coyote is a coyote.
It sure can be. All right. A press 1528. What did I say Sat's A press was? 1438?
I believe so, but I don't honestly remember. I'm so sorry.
We'll have to try again on wide beam or somebody else do something else. A coyote spinfall's the new way to do it? You know it.
Apparently. You're all learning new tech right here.
I don't know. Somebody else keep track on wide beam. Chat, you have a job. Keep track of wide beam A presses.
So Sat does have a pretty comfortable lead at the moment because of the Adam skip attempts for Arc.
Yep.
But as we saw in game 2, that does 10 seconds is nothing, or a minute. I mean, is nothing.
Yeah, it can be clawed back.
And if anyone is capable of clawing it back, it is Arkandy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't pay you enough? I don't pay you.
Alright, so 1629 wide beam for Sat.
Alright.
Going to be going up to this D boost. I believe he will go for it again.
Yeah, he probably will.
Oh, he didn't.
Go for it.
Wants to be consistent, not going to risk losing any time.
I respect it. He's not going for any of that stuff.
I do too, yeah.
Because you know what? Sat watches the restream. He knows he's ahead. He's going to do everything he possibly can to close this out right now. You heard him at the end of that last round. He was angry at his performance.
He does not want this to go to a game 4.
Yeah, no. He doesn't want it at all. Ugh,
so it was 1629 for Sat, and it was like a 1714, I believe, for Arkandy.
Yes, it's like a 45-second difference.
Roughly. About that.
Yeah. It's not insurmountable, but it's certainly hard to make up.
I mean, short boost is still upcoming.
Yeah.
I hate to potentially be another like curse, but Golzuna is always in the back of the run.
Golzuna's always on the table.
SU one rounding is always on the table.
Yep.
There's so much left in this run that could make up or lose time for both of these runners. So
yeah, there's so much run left. So much run left. We don't talk about Golzuna.
We don't talk about Golzuna.
No.
Thank you.
Talk about Golzuna.
Because as we know, that's the proper lyrics to the song.
You know what? It may as well be.
Sat coming up on the green MECU room right now.
Charlie
is going to be practicing. Yeah, the
5, 6, 7.
Not practicing. I'm sorry. Going for it is the appropriate term.
Yeah, it's a little practice. Practice for Kraid gets you warmed up for Kraid. You know.
Fair enough. So Sat hasn't gone for Professor Stupid in any of these 3 games
He's
or
not
2
gonna
games,
do
and
it.
now not going for it a
He's
third.
not gonna do that.
So any potential loss, Sat is not taking right now. Like as you said, he wants to close this out right now.
Yeah, he's not taking chances. He's doing consistent strats. Dare I say, he's going to manage his gameplay. Shoutouts manager, consistency. Consistency king. $19.20.
Yeah, not a bad time at all for Morph Ball.
No. Not at all. Ooh, cool coyote jumps, team. Great job, everyone. Everyone
Coyote
those
jumps. Apparently, this is the way.
It's the way now. Top runners are doing it in tournament. It must be the way.
Why spinfall when you can coyote jump? Forehead.
Obviously. And then Sat's for sure gonna take these missiles and then make his way up to the Varia suit.
Yeah, I know
funny.
that he's been kind of in both runs thus far upset at his performance in the Varia climb. So we'll see if he can get one that he's proud of in this 3rd game.
You know, it's funny when I find myself watching runs online. As soon as I see someone get Morph Ball, I tend to just kind of scrub the video to Kraid. Because everything in between is like so normalized and just always the same. There's no variance. It's just, yep, Varia climb, come back from Varia climb, and do those couple of rooms, and then go fight Kraid.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't do the same. Sometimes it's good to see like what movement people are doing in the Varia climb, but for the most part, at this point, since it's so standardized, it's just kind of fast forward it if you're watching a run.
Nothing to see here. Sometimes I'll wait until this room to see if they get hyperslide.
Hyperslide is
Nice cheap shot.
That was really cool, yeah. Hyperslide is always fun to get, so.
It is. Super slide's fine too. As long as you don't get regular slide. Ooh, went for the arc strat. Little charge shot into the quick morph there. Hard to do though.
Very hard, yeah.
Regular slide, and then super slide for arc. 2145 on touch.
49 on fanfare ending, depending on what you're counting.
Yep.
Now, yeah, Sat's gonna head to back to Catarus now to go to Kraid. We'll see if Kraid ends up being nicer than he has in the last 2 matches.
Just the biggest, greenest time waster. Very nice Varia climb from Arkandy.
Yeah, really good one.
Super smooth.
Especially considering that the lead right now is mostly off of Atom Skip.
Yep.
So I think Arc's in a good spot. Like there's a lot I like we keep mentioning there's a lot of time left in the run, and that was a really good climb. So
yeah.
Gonna have to see what happens with Kraid and then the yellow Emmy RNG, because a bad yellow Emmy spawn can always kind of kill a short boost run.
It sure can. Especially if you end up getting caught off guard. It does happen, but
yeah, because
it'll happen.
You're jumping off of it, so you're jumping next to it. You know, like there's so little room for error that sometimes you just bump into it, and if you don't get the counter, you just have to reset. Not reset, but you just have to load last checkpoint at that point.
Take the L.
And it's at least for that one, it's not a bad load last checkpoint, but I mean it's a loss regardless. Deaths to Emmys are about 20 seconds.
Yep, and that's if you get caught quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're right, Metatron, for the record. I've been labbing that out myself a bit, and I've been taking notice of the timing, and I think you're correct, because that's always the timing I shoot for. No Charlies this time. Good old charge beam strat.
The good old.
3, 4.
Just get up there in 4 though. That is ideal.
Sure
Ark's
is.
in the Rocky Mountains right now.
Making his way. Punch. And then got some little nails.
God, it's so crazy to me. Like, that was such a good Kraid fight. Wow. It's so crazy to me. Like, getting to Kraid this early is so impressive, and it's so hard to do. But again, that's just Sat's consistency with his early game. It's insane how consistent his early game is.
1, 2, 3.
This is gonna be 5.
5. There we go.
Yeah, the second one was too short.
Yeah. See how we do on RNG here. Claws, nice. You love to see claws. More claws. All right, all right.
This is looking good for Ark.
It's Falcon Punch.
Yeah. Ooh, nice, nice.
Very nice.
You love to see it.
Yeah, that's great. You don't see it a lot either.
Yeah, but when you do, you love to see it.
Kraid getting taken down mid-paunch. Counter.
He's a heavy with a counter. If anyone knows Magikarp used fly videos.
Good stuff.
So once again, this is going to be the, or normally the determiner between what runners, or what route the runners will be doing, but it is, they are both doing short boost. This is where Sat's going to be coming up on the yellow Emmy RNG first, so we'll see if he gets good RNG, or bad RNG.
Fine RNG.
Nice, yeah, all 3 runs for Sat he's gotten really good RNG here.
I feel like it's more common to get the good RNG, but I might be making that up.
I don't know, to be honest. I've gotten some pretty good spawns lately myself, but have also gotten some notoriously bad ones.
Yeah, I certainly don't know what the actual spawn rates are. I'm just kind of telling tales out of school here. Let's see how Arkandy's RNG is going. Nice movement leading up. And fine RNG. As
yeah,
well.
Ark finally gets good RNG on this Emmy. In both of the last 2 runs, he was having to run away from it. He even lost some time here after failing the single wall jump.
Yep. Sat on the way to bombs, taking the normal movement, you know.
Yeah, I think if you're Sat right now, you're thinking anything that is consistent, I know I can do, and is not too risky. That's the play here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, Ark! You know that's happened to me a couple times. When I've been practicing, not necessarily practicing short burst of movement and routing, because I can still barely do the trick, but every now and then I'll practice like movement for the short boost route, and that's happened to me a couple of times in practice. So it's not like a guaranteed you're gonna jump and get that magnet grab, which is weird because you think it would be. It's simple as just press up, but it's not.
I genuinely hate that room without grapple. I really
it's tough. It really is.
I'm spoiled by grapple.
Grapple beam is a good item.
See, and I talk junk about grapple beam all the time. 0-1 from Sat. Arkandy making his way downtown, moving fast, hauling ass, and he's Berenia bound. Toodle-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I love that. That is fantastic. Going back to grapple, I do think that this is one of the Metroid series better grapple beams. I do still think SM has the best grapple beam on the sheer fact that it can pick up items.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not needed when the items hover to you. Like they do in this game.
I would argue that grapple beam in Dread is not good because of grapple beam, but because of spider magnet.
You know, that's completely fair. I see that
Grapple's
argument.
interaction with Spider Magnet. Yeah.
I completely see that being a very plausible argument.
Yep. It's definitely my argument because I don't ever like
'Cause-
Grapple Beam except
yeah,
for in Prime 3.
Oh, Prime 3's grapple is awesome.
Yeah, it's Grapple Lasso is pretty dope, and
Yeah.
I challenge anyone who says otherwise.
No, I wholeheartedly agree
taking
with that.
criticism.
As a fan of
the Prime game, I will not be taking criticism.
Thank you. Oh,
No
Prime
questions at
3
this time.
enjoyers.
There are dozens of us.
Sat makes
Nice
it over
Coyote.
the mini moat, as he's been wanting to call it.
Mode. I like that.
Tritter and SM runners.
Yeah, right. Upsetting SM runners everywhere. Dread does have the best speed booster, though. You're absolutely right. Dread speed booster is the entire reason I decided to speedrun this game.
Yeah, Dread's
So
like
right.
I used to say that the speed booster is a Metroid runner's best friend, and this game is a prime
Perfect
example of that.
backdoor flash.
Very good backdoor flash from Sat.
This is the speed booster that I've been waiting for since Super Metroid.
Oh my god, yeah, because SM has a really good speed booster. Fusion's is decent, but this game's speed booster blows them out of the water.
The speed booster in this game does all of the stuff that I was like, why can't speed booster do that when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Like, why? Why can't I just wall jump? That would be awesome. But wall jump
agree
was
with
hidden
that.
tech in Super Metroid, so
Oh yeah, technically. Shoutouts to the Edacoons.
shoutouts Edacoons, shout out to Chora.
Samus
seconds
canonically
and no
saves
energy
the animals,
drain,
by the
right?
way. So
It's true. She does canonically save the animals.
this is a save the animals household.
I don't
Ooh,
know
that-
about all that.
That was a very good, very close water bomb jump from Sat, but he got it in the end.
He got it. He got it. Let's see.
Meanwhile, Ark getting backdoor
30-43
flash as well.
Yep, 3043 A press to enter Dyron for Sat. Zero mission speed booster's fine, but the puzzles were just audacious in that game.
I agree with that. The speed booster was fine, but yeah, that was just. Ugh.
Some
I
of those
remember playing
puzzles were
Zero
just nutty.
Mission and having to grab some of the missiles in the game. Yeah, it's just. At least you can ball spark, like just kind of the introduction of ball sparking, but dude, it's tough.
Yeah. Ark having a little bit of trouble with that right side Berenia pseudo. Those pause buffers can be tough though. I've never done them. I never learned them myself.
It's
Missing the water
rough.
bomb.
Oh my
jump.
goodness.
Oh,
See, this is what I was just
geez.
about to say with this. I was under the impression that grabbing the you grab the pause buffer one first, and then grab the new pseudo that Ark found,
And then
go
go
above.
the normal way.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess that's faster though. Hitting the one that Ark found, hitting the pause buffer, and then still water bomb jumping up.
Yeah, I don't
it
know
makes
which one's
sense.
faster. I'm
It
still
makes sense if
go
it's
down
faster,
to the
but-
bottom and use C boost.
Hundo runners be like.
Glitchless runners be like.
So that has
have your
the
fancy water bomb jumps.
fancy water bomb jumps. Just run NMG forehead.
Never.
Sat coming up on the yellow Emmy kill right now as Arkandy gets back to Dyron.
I didn't pay attention to Arkandy's A press because I'm a terrible human being. Chat, you're dropping the ball here. You're supposed to be keeping track of time differences. Come on, guys. How do I know you're engaged with the run if you're not constantly typing times into the chat? All right, there's
All right.
about a 3241 touch for speed booster for jingle start.
So this is gonna be where Sat heads to short boost now. So oh wow!
Wow, I thought for sure. What is happening? He has space. What? What is happening?
What is going on?
He has like boss cutscene.
Oh no!
Nine
Oh
speed
my god!
booster.
Okay, this has happened to me
What?
before. The only way to fix that was to reload the game.
Wow.
Oh my god! I hope that he doesn't have to do that. Obviously, if he has to do that, that's the end of the series. But the only way to fix that when I was getting that problem was to reload the game.
Wow.
He's not going to be able to get the speed booster charge right here. Yeah, he has to load the game. Or
That's
reload the game.
so awful.
Oh my god! No, it's not going to be fixed on this, I don't think. He has to reload the game.
Oh no!
He has to reload the game.
What the hell?
I don't know what causes that, but the only way to fix it is to reload the game.
Wow.
It's so rare that happens. It's happened to me twice though, and both times reloading the game fixed it.
That's unbelievably insane. Is he gonna have to short boost to get this charge?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a reload.
It's like a full like close the game and reload.
Close the game out, like go to the Switch menu, close the game, and reload it. Yeah, that's the only thing to do that.
Sat just DNF'd because of that glitch.
Oh no! Oh my god!
That's
this
awful.
is awful.
Well,
but he physically can't finish the run unless he reloads the game. So
yeah, the only thing you'd be able to do is save and reload.
no, because Savin, I believe Savin saves the glitch.
Keeps it.
Yeah, so he has to completely load out of the game, but there is no way to continue the race with that.
Wow.
We'll switch to Arkandy's audio right now, but that's... Yeah, that is not what you want to see. That is...
Nope.
Awful.
And that means you literally cannot short boost screw attack either.
Yeah.
As well. That actually just completely ruins the run.
Yeah.
With that.
That is so sad. I don't have words.
My heart breaks for Sat right now.
Yeah, because again, the only way to fix that is to completely close out of the game. It happened to me on a couple of my run attempts a couple of months back, and I had to physically close out of the game and stop doing runs for a little bit while I troubleshot it. And closing out fixed it, but...
I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, it's very rare.
500, 600 plus hours in this game, I've never seen that happen before.
It's a very rare issue, but it does happen sometimes. It's a pain.
That's really, really bad.
I don't know what causes it. Yeah, I think Sat is slowly figuring out that it's a game thing. He has to reload the game. Because when you save it like that, like he did, it saves the state of the game that with the glitched setting. So
with the glitched thing, yeah.
That is, yeah, Metatron. It's a total reset. Close the software. Figure it out from there. Which is what fixed it the times that I've gotten it. But
yeah,
that is really unfortunate. Because obviously this race has huge implications and. That's not the way that you wanna go.
No, and I know that that's not the way Ark wants to win this match as well.
Not at all, especially because I don't want to speak for Ark, but I know that he was, as far as I'm understanding, was having, like, there's no other way to say it, some imposter syndrome after his races with B-Dog. So this is not the way that Ark would want to win.
Yeah.
Ark does get a short boost after missing the first one and setting it up, but yeah, this is I just I don't know what to say.
I think we'd have to speak with tournament admins.
It would have to be tournament, yeah.
Metatron. That's not for us to decide as commentators, and I'm not an administrator, so that's not anything that I have.
Yeah, that question has to go with Kaku, Manny, etc.
Yep. So, Manny, if you're still in here, if you could maybe bring that up with the other admins, that would probably be wise, just to see. And I mean, obviously, the runners have to be spoken to as well. You're not going to want to. We don't want to make any decisions without the runners' involvement in that, because they, knowing Sat's love for competitive integrity and everything like that, I think he would be. His preference would probably be to just, again, I don't want to speak for him at all, but my assumption is that his preference would be to just let it stand and go to game 4.
That's what I'm thinking as well. But again, it's
We're
hard
not
to
speaking for the
say that
runners.
exactly.
We're not speaking for the administrators. I just want to make that completely clear that Fortify and myself are not speaking for anyone. We're just speculating on our own.
LP Freak, what ended up happening is a very, very rare glitch where sometimes the speed booster will take longer to charge.
Just like it does in boss rooms, like Z57 and things like that.
So it's again, it's a very rare glitch. Normally, the only way to get out of it is to completely close out of the game. But it appears that Sat has figured out something that worked for him where he didn't have to close out of the game, which, I mean, if that's the case for him, great job for figuring that out. But it looks like he will be continuing, but this he did DNF because of the glitch occurring. So
yeah, he did close out.
Oh, he did close out. Okay.
Yeah.
I must not have seen that then, but yeah, I'm having trouble finding appropriate words to keep going. You know what I mean? Because I want to keep calming the race because Ark is still on a pretty decent pace.
Yeah.
Despite the death that he took to basically the cold, he just didn't have enough health after short boost. But yeah, it's rough. It's definitely a sour note to game 3. How did the glitch happen? Yeah, it's since it's so rare that it happens. There's not really a way to say how it happened. Most run like Ed was saying that he's never seen it before. It's only happened to me twice. So I don't know what I did to trigger it when it happened, but for some reason there is a glitch where the speed booster just doesn't go off. And it's weird.
It does the thing. It gets flagged. The speed booster
as if you were transitioning into a boss room. That's kind of like the way it does when you into SQ, but
yeah, but it's not even about the transition. It's like how in certain rooms in the game when bosses are active, speed booster takes more than 14 squares to activate. And for some reason outside of boss rooms, that flag can get triggered. And that's what happened with Sat, and so he was unable to speed boost normally.
Sat does get a first try short boost, or a one trip short boost, so that's
one trip.
It's just, you hate to see it, how long it took for him to get it figured out. Like, technically speaking, he's not that far behind.
No.
But it's just rough. It's so wild. Arkandy is heading down into Dyron now. He's going to be heading, now that he's cleaned out the Quiet Robot, he's going to head to Berenia 2. Going to take the route through Dyron in order to get to Berenia 2. Into there on the way to the super missiles. While meanwhile, Sat is shine sinking. Yeah, I mean, it's just rough. There's not really another way to say it.
Yeah. I mean, we can check in with everyone for whatever decision might be made. But for now, Sat, you don't have to apologize to anybody.
Yeah, you do not have to apologize at all, Sat. That is literally, that is not your fault. That
it's
kind of thing
not your fault. There's nothing you could have done about that. You couldn't have prevented it. You couldn't have seen it coming. You don't need to apologize. You have nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, especially since it's such a rare glitch. There's no way to predict how it will be triggered. So it's...
Sorry for the silence. I'm just kind of chatting with some people, figuring some stuff out.
Yeah, we're trying to figure things out. Ark did get a what were you calling it, Ed? The full keep right here?
The True Link.
The True Link, that's right.
The True Link is what I call it. I'm just gonna throw myself on mute for a second so my keyboard doesn't come through.
Yeah, no problem. Again, apologize for the silence. We are trying to get something figured out with the admins of the tournament, especially considering that this is obviously not an ideal situation. I'll do my best chiming in here and there with commentary because obviously Ark has to finish this run out, but we'll see how this where this goes. As Arkandy is going to the Gathering robot right now. Yeah, what Taurus said in the chat, it is a very, very rare glitch. A lot of people haven't seen it. It's only happened to me literally twice, so it's very, very hard to predict that that'll happen when it's such a rare glitch. So. I believe that the randomizer, as far as I know, since I've never played it, the randomizer is emulating the game. So anything that is in the game on the current patch can be brought over. And since it's a glitch in the game, it can happen in the randomizer. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Sue, there's no temporary fix for it. The only true fix, as far as I know, is to completely close out of the game, and that's what Sat had to end up doing. He saved at the map room in Dyren and closed out of the game entirely, and then that got rid of it. So, but again, in a race setting like that, not having to save, especially closing out of the game, it's so it's not ideal. Arkandy, meanwhile, coming up to Elune, going to be getting the Plasma Beam. And once again, we are actively working with our admins to figure out a possible course of action for the thing.
So I did speak with one of the admins. He's going to speak with one of the other admins right now, and we'll kind of figure out where to go with that situation. But for now, let's keep on cheering on our boy Arkandy with his run, because no matter what happens, he's had a pretty solid run. I know he struggled a little bit on Atom Skip, but he got a pretty good short boost, and we're moving on.
Yeah, because and again, even with the Atom Skip struggles and the death after short boost due to literally just very low on health and having to navigate through the Cauldrons, like Ed said, Ark has still had a very solid run. If I had to make it a guess, this is still like a 111, 110 pace.
Something like that. Not as great as pacing as everybody else, but yes, I agree with what Sat put on his screen. Let's go, Ark.
Apologizes for my here and then quietness. I'm still trying to not cough into my microphone.
Same. If that's not sportsmanship, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I mean, Sat is a very competitive person, but he's a very, very sportsman-like player as well. So, thank you, Habulous, for the kind words.
Sat's here for the competition, no matter what, and he wants to give the best competition possible. We all know that. Anybody who's talked to the guy for more than 2 minutes could tell you that.
Yeah, God, that spark that Ark does there is so nuts.
That. I love it. It's such a good speed keep. Little water bomb jump, get you out of that water. Get some ice, freeze some stuff up. I think it's kind of funny that, like, in routing, like, you get ice missiles, and then, like, in glitchless and stuff, and all bosses, you get ice missiles, and then go to the ice place. It's like, how is that going to help you there? These dudes live in the ice.
Yeah, fair enough. It's kind of like the plasma beam, like in the Prime series, how it's like kind of made of fire.
Yeah. Yep. And you get it. I don't remember where you get it.
Well, in Prime you get it in Prime you get it in Magmore. In Prime you get it in Magmore Caverns, and then in Prime 3 you get it to Gore, because Gore has the plasma beam.
Arkandy in chat. We're watching Loser's point of view now. Who doesn't love Furret? A little bit of belly drum action.
Ba da ba da ba ba ba.
Do. God, I love that jingle.
Sorry, what? I coughed again.
I love the item jingle. I've loved it since I was literally too young to speak.
Yeah, this game has a really good item jingle too. Like, the item jingles in the Metroid games have always been pretty top tier, but this one I think is also very good.
It's a great arrangement of a classic jingle, I mean, that jingle's been around since before I was born, and it's
fair enough.
It's just the greatest. And some people don't like the missile expansion sound, like the
one in this game?
Yeah, the one in this game, and some people don't like it, and I'm like, I think
it's very subdued. It works for the game, in my opinion.
I think it's the perfect combination of sounding like kind of technology-ish, like kind of technological, and also kind of like biomechanical, because like it's like round and it's almost like a gooey sound kind of, but it's also got like kind of little beeps and clicks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like a great little biomechanical sound reflecting like Samus. as a whole.
Not to
'cause
mention,
she's
not to
like,
mention the Emmys.
yeah, and she's like this awesome combination of like technology and biology and stuff. So like it's really cool. I think it's a really well designed sound. I think the sound design in this game overall is excellent.
I agree. It's really good for sure.
Yeah, I like that sound too when you get the power bombs before you're supposed to have power bombs. That's a really good sound.
Oh yeah, like I think the one in Zero Mission for me still takes the cake because at that point, since Zero Mission's obviously the remake of the NES one, those items didn't exist, so you get it and it's like, ooh,
It's like this
spooky.
ominous noise. Yeah,
It's
it's very
like,
spooky.
and then it just figures out with the deet deet deet, like, nope,
Yep.
you can't use this.
Oh yeah, the gong gong gong.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot
Like
of
a jammed
Zero
door.
Mission lately because I've been watching GRP speedrun it, but
Mm,
a lot of fun in Zero Mission. Game's pretty good for a remake
it is. It's a really good game.
or remaster. I'm not sure.
It's a remake.
That's what I figured. Because it also throws the whole Chozodia part afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Chozodia personally.
Fair enough.
I think the Zero Suit was one of the worst things to happen to the franchise. I will die on that hill.
Wow, that's
That was a great
really good from
recovery,
Ark.
Arkandy.
Yeah, great recovery.
Best number of missions is 0. Yeah, you just get to stay home and chill with your cute little animal bros.
My so-called Zero Mission. Dun dun dun.
You know,
Ark
Zero
getting
Mission,
through the Burning Twins with very little problems right now. That's really good RNG.
yeah, I'm glad you said something because I was about to say a hot take, so I should minimize those.
Hot takes galore.
I have those. I'm old. Can't help it.
Ark is going to be heading up to Golzuna now.
Our good old buddy Golzuna. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
That would make sense. It's so weird though that it would transfer over.
Well,
I know Skew transfers over, but that's strange either way.
I could see it.
Yeah, it makes sense. My so-called Zero Mission, Metroid as a 90s teen sitcom.
Troll Zuna.
This kill scares me to no end.
Ah, it's free.
I don't think I'll ever learn it. Yeah, you've heard of blue suit. Now there's a red suit.
What? Hello?
What? You literally hello? What was that?
That was the God Core X. What? Yeah, all those question marks in the chat, valid.
Very valid. That was something. Zass is saying in the chat, always remember to close the game and enter Artaria once before runs.
Clear the stupid speed booster flag and get your preload in. Save your free half second.
That makes sense. This game keeps taking away.
It really does.
Sorry, Arkandy.
It's taking away from both of you. Jeez Louise. That's a different kind of Trollzuna. That was...
Yeah, again, I've never seen... I mean, generally, if you spark into a Corex, it's gonna die.
Yep. This guy's the best gamer of all time. You know? Yeah, it definitely does make sense as a cause. It would happen. Just God gamers up in this place.
Any God gamers in chat?
Quite a few, in fact. monarchs among them. Dread community full of class acts.
I agree with that.
Some genuine, some sarcastic.
But
For
either way.
example, I'm one of the sarcastic ones.
I'm not sure how I would consider myself as a genuine class act or more of a sarcastic class act, but
I would say genuine.
probably. And I don't, and I say that, and it's like, oh wow, what a, you know what?
Modesty
but
is not your greatest strength.
it's not. Like even when I'm trying to be modest,
You just can't do it, folks.
good movement from Arkandy in this section.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, what in the world?
You spoke. How could you?
Okay, I will take the L on that. That's what I have to say to that.
These things happen. Sometimes you just gotta take L's.
Coming up to SU now, we'll see if Arkandy can one round the Storm Missile boss here.
Yo, slide coyotes all over the place.
This is the way.
It's the new way. Slide coyotes only.
So that right there, for those wondering what happened to Sat, that's what happened to Sat. When you enter a boss room like that, sometimes it just takes a little bit longer for the speed booster to get charged. But it's intended right there because you're entering a boss room and it just has different parameters for what's going on. But obviously, in Sat's case, he wasn't in a boss room. So for some reason, that glitch carried over from something. So whether it was his charge missile practice in boss rush or from whatever it was, it carried over, and that's unfortunately why we have the situation that we're in right now.
Yep. Lesson learned, only practice Charlies and Kraid. It's really unfortunate, though, that happened.
Yeah, because it's like we said, it's such a rare glitch that it can happen after or outside of boss rooms. It's just it's so weird. Fight. Yeah, that was really good. Despite the bad RNG at the start, it was still really good.
Yeah, great recovery. Nice clean space jump. Good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah, so I think Ark is on pace right now for either a mid 111 or a high 111.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong about that, though.
Those rooms are really hard to get clean.
I agree with that.
And then if you're doing it with spin boost, it's totally different than if you're doing it with space jump.
Spin boost is not a good item. I'm sorry.
Weird.
It's so cool that you could do a double jump, but like in a game franchise where basically infinite
you either
double
jump or you infinite jump
exists, yeah, it's like I got it casually for the first time and thought to myself, "Oh, that's cool. I can double jump." But it just got so old so quickly.
And you're just like, "Man, I sure wish I had space boost."
Literally though, I was literally thinking, okay, this is cool and all, but where's my 2nd through 15th jump?
Yeah. 2nd through question mark jump.
Yeah, where's my infinite jumping? I'd rather fight, what's his name from Fusion? Yakuza?
I don't know. I don't know the boss names in Fusion other than Nightmare, because that's the only one I care about.
Nightmare. Yeah, it's Yakuza, the spider boss.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Ark. Ooh, good job on the counter.
Very nice.
Is gonna have to go underneath, though. no! Oh, yeah, really, really tough. It sucks when you fail the quick kill on the wave Emmy because you do have to set up the underneath kill as fast as you can, but it's hard to set it up as fast as you can because you only have a select amount of time before the Emmy recuperates from being parried. So I think Ark might, and again, I'm not saying this is true, but I think Ark might have underestimated how much time he had. But gonna go for the quick kill again here. Again, as a reminder, you really can only miss 4 shots on this.
Yeah, but 4 shots at 15 hertz with the regular Omega Stream. When you're mashing, it's different because each first shot deals extra damage, and if you're doing it faster than
mashing on the Omega Stream is so funny.
Yeah. But if you're doing it faster than a consistent 15 hertz, it's faster. Moving on up to ye olde Chozo boys.
Yeah, like I'd mentioned, we are going to be heading up now to the end of game boss gauntlet. 2 Chozo soldiers and Ravenbeak. With that death, though, I think he's definitely now on a mid to high 112. Which is still a fantastic time, like...
Just laughing at the ominous wave Emmy that sat on his screen.
How many things can Sat put on his window?
Yeah. The Emmys do actually have names.
Yeah, technically the Emmys do have names, but it's so much simpler.
Emmy, and then the number, and then the initialism of the item that they give you.
Yeah, so like for instance, the purple Emmy is like Emmy dash 06 dash WB because it gives you the wave beam. But personally, I find that very like
it's a little off-putting.
Off-putting to say, kind of weird,
clinical.
like kind of very like pushing up your glasses, like, oh, look at me.
Actually.
But it is just a lot of us know what we're talking about when we say wave Emmy, purple Emmy, yellow Emmy, etc. So.
Yep.
Oh, if you're not familiar with the run, it's totally fine. The
no,
Emmys do have names, like official names, but we in the community have given them either funny names, like the broken Emmy is called Elaine, and as far as the other ones, we just kind of call them their color.
Yeah. Or we call them, like the green Emmy, we call Gremmy. You know, the blue Emmy.
Shoutouts to Gremmy.
Bemmy, you know. Or
oh, I call that the bane of my existence, but you know, go off.
The bane of your existence. I spelled ratio wrong in the chat. L plus ratio.
I was about to say L plus ratio on yourself.
I fell off. No problem, Hakma. We got you covered, friendo. All right, so we did get a decision from the administrators. The admins have said that the rematch works, given the situation, and both runners will get to keep their respective wins from today, and they'll be rescheduling the final match of Grand Finals for a later date, because given the glitch that we saw, the
oh my god,
the silliness that has happened, and the run that was essentially had his run stolen from him.
But glitch. Yes, I agree. Sat was on a very good pace up until the glitch. So
yeah, I think it's very fair too, and I'm glad the administrators made that decision. I stand by it wholeheartedly as a
Uh,
commentator.
same here. Especially because again, we are looking at two of the like top 3, 4 runners of the game in the world. So anything that can be the most decisive outcome of this set. So we have a clear, decisive winner. I'm all for. So
Yep. So for anybody who just got here, just arriving, essentially what happened is there's a feature in the game that causes Samus's speed booster to take more than 14 squares to charge up, and that basically is done, as far as we know, through a flag that's activated in the background of the game that happens in the boss rooms. But what happened was that it got activated on Sat's run just outside of boss rooms. So as soon as he got the speed booster, he had the slow charge, which makes it impossible to complete certain speed keeps, and it's required to do a normal length speed booster for short boost, for short boost NMG, in order to get
yeah,
screw attack for the routing and everything like that. So
and
in the
really, it's
it's a
difficult to.
factor.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to
Sorry.
cut you off.
No, that's fine. I was just going to say that it was a factor completely out of Sat's control. He essentially got screwed over by RNG. You know, it's an extremely rare glitch. Does not happen often. So
Yeah,
the administrators of
very,
the tournament have
very
decided
rare.
that the reschedule is acceptable in this situation, because I don't know if that's happened at all this tournament, much less during tournament point and grand finals. So
I
we
don't
can't
believe that it has,
we
but
can't let that be how this ends.
on top of it being a very rare glitch, again, the only way to like fully remove it is to close out of the game completely.
Yeah,
So,
you can't save or anything like that.
uh, so at that point, it's just it's kind of a GG. So,
Yeah.
did Art go for a 9+1,
I believe
or did he
so.
miss gold skip?
I don't think he missed it, did he?
I
I might have went for a 9+1. Truthfully, I was
Yeah, I
not
didn't
paying
catch it,
attention.
unfortunately.
Sorry, Ark. No disrespect.
Really good RNG to start off phase 3 of the Ravenbeak fight. If Ravenbeak offers you a counter in the first 3 attacks that he does, generally you want to take it for damage. I would probably also say that at like lower levels, maybe the double counter. Probably at lower levels, if you're like still learning the route, or if you're at like a 140, 150 area, you could probably take the counter within the first 4 or 5, but it's still optimally fastest within the first 3 attacks
Yeah,
that
within the
Ravenbeak gives
first
you.
3 is the best option. And now we run. Hyperkeep? You can do it, Ark. I believe in you. Let's get that hyperkeep going.
Yeah, Hyperkeep is very cool if he gets it off.
Nice. Nice. Ooh, so
Aw,
close.
very close, yeah. For those of you who are not aware, Hyperkeep is basically a very, very long speed keep.
You go all the way through all of this,
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
and you stop like right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And because it's pretty crazy, it's also rather difficult.
It's really cool though. And because it's swag, it's faster, obviously. Well, that's one way to do Arc Spark.
It's generally how my Arc Spark attempts go.
Yo, same. Mine usually die right on that wall jump, though.
I don't think I've gotten a full Arc Spark in any of my runs.
Yeah, I've never done it.
I don't even think in practice it's such a hard keep.
It is very tough. Oh, that was a cool spark.
I think that was just accident.
I think
right
so
there.
too. I think Arc's tired.
Yeah.
I know it's pretty late for him right now as well.
Exactly, yeah.
GG, Arkandy. Well played. I know you're not happy with your run, but still, well played. Stuck it out. In the interest of all parties involved, just so you know, chat, we're not going to do interviews after this run. We want to make sure that our runners are in top form for the final match, especially given everything that's happened. Huge shout out to Arkandy for finishing out his run. Absolute god tier gamer, as always. Sat, you're also an absolute god tier gamer. I think you already knew that.
Yeah, but shout outs to both runners. If you are not following, if you're not following either Arkandy or Satorha, here are their links.
Please do so.
Yeah, please do so. They are both some of the best runners of this game.
And Arc has invented nearly every strategy that you
hate
in this
Arc
game.
has done a lot for this game and is a lot of the reason why we're here today. So
yeah, yep, absolutely, no question about it. So well played, everyone. Yeah, no interviews. So I guess that's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah. So exactly, because with no interviews, Ed, I just want to say big shout outs to you for being able to pick up the second and third comms. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing commentary with you.
Absolutely. I hope we get to finalize to do the end of this set together as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Work out.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. We're really on the same wavelength, you and I.
We really are. Not mad about it. There are worse wavelengths to be on, let me tell you.
All right, that is gonna do it for us. Once again,
chat,
we will figure out.
Around.
Yeah, thank you for chat for watching. We will figure out a time to get on for their last race. It is being allowed to be rescheduled. So as soon as we know that, it'll be live. But until then, thank you everyone so much for watching. Ed, do you want to do the honors?
I would love to. Till next time, y'all. See you next mission.
Have a good night, everyone.